Will Dricus Du Plessis successfully defend his middleweight title, or will Khamzat Chimaev become the new champion? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
I believe Khamzat gonna finish him. Khamzat he's a one of a kind, you know. The boy is very strong, very technical, and good what he does, you know. I know Dricus is good as well, but I believe Chimaev it's better, bro. He's a weird guy, bro. He's good, you know.
I think if it goes past 2 rounds, I think DDP is gonna win. But anything, 1 to 2 rounds, Khamzat.
What do you think's more likely?
I could see DDP winning.
I think it's obviously if Khamzat doesn't beat him in the first 2 rounds, then it's got to go to Dricus, I think.
Yeah. Well, what do you think's more likely?
For DDP, he just keeps proving. It's weird because you watch him and like no disrespect to him, but it's like he's got a strange style, But and it's sort of like it looks as if it shouldn't, but it does, He's yeah. And I've heard I can't remember if I've ever seen him in person, but I've heard he's huge for the weight as well.
Dricus seems to be the puzzle that can't nobody solve yet, Chimaev always has these long layoffs, and I can't remember the last person he fought,
Whitaker. He finished Whitaker in the first round. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. He did. But Dricus has, clearly been more active, and did him and Whitaker fight?
Yeah, and Dricus also finished Whitaker, but it was a second round finish. It was a TKO.
Yeah. And then Adesanya. So I think, obviously the resume and work goes to Du Plessis. So I think that he'll be able to get out there, be awkward, and weather that storm, and find a way to win. 5 rounds is a long time for Chimaev. You look at the Gilbert Burns fight. He emptied the tank in the first round, and I guess he still beat Gilbert Burns, but it's a lot closer than I think he wanted. So I'm gonna go with Du Plessis.
Ooh, I got DDP. I just think Cosma, he's been out for a while. I mean, yeah, I want to say for a while, but he's always in and out. A lot of times he's hurt, or I don't know what's going on. He's sick a lot. And DDP, for some reason, when he looks like he gets tired, he's actually not tired. And he's a strong, good striking, wild guy. And I think Cosma, he comes out in that first round pretty strong. But as the fight goes on, I think DDP ends up winning that fight. Just because we've seen Cosma kind of gas out a little bit, get tired in the later rounds, just because he comes out so hard. And it's a 5-round fight, so that also plays a big factor. So we'll see if he comes out those first few rounds super hard, or if he takes his time. That'll be but I have Dricus Du Plessis.
I got Chimaev.
Dude, so I feel like a lot of people are kind of looking past DDP here, but DDP is a really damn good grappler, man, and he's got that goofy strength. So I could actually see Dricus making that a really interesting fight. And I think one of the most underrated aspects that Dricus has is his cardio. I understand that his nose used to be messed up, so he was always breathing through his mouth. But there's almost never been a fight where he hasn't been able to pick it up in the later rounds on guys. So I think Khamzat's never fought 5 rounds. I don't believe he's ever fought more than 3, and I don't know if he ever won any of the third rounds in those fights, because the Gilbert Burns fight, Gilbert looked really good around 3, and the Usman fight, usually when his fights go past the first round, the other guys kind of pick it up in the later rounds. So honestly, if I had to make a pick, I would take Dricus in that fight to kind of take over after the first. I think Dricus can survive that first round and make it really, really interesting.